What's going on, everybody? Master Taint here with another war recap for you from Semper Invicta. But before we get into it here, I do want to talk about our new recruitment policies. We are leaving the clan closed for most of the time now. If you want to join, you can see the link in our description here, bit.do/apply SI. It is case sensitive and the SI is capital, so pay attention to that. But you go to that link, it'll get you on GroupMe with us. We can chat a little bit, see your profile, and see where you fit and if you're a good fit for our team. Yeah, so this war, obviously, no issue for us. They didn't even use 15 of their attacks, and they only got 25 stars. A bunch of bases left, just completely unstarred on our side. Yeah. If you look at the enemy side here, we were able to 2 and 3 star a bunch of their Town Hall 10s, but there were a couple 1 stars at the same time. And as far as Town Hall 9s go, there were a couple bases that got away from us, but yeah, mostly everything got cleaned up. Wasn't a hard war at all. So the first one we're going to look at today is by S.Tat versus their number 4, a really cool Shattered LaLoon. Starts on the right side of the base here with 2 golems and some wizards in behind those on this cannon, this mortar, and then some to clean up the funnel at the bottom here. It's nice he's going to get a really quick, really cheap trade, get rid of a bunch of these defenses on the top side of the base already. And again, at the bottom side here, these wizards are probably going to move in and at least be able to take out that cannon. Oh, sorry, the Archer Queen takes out the wizard before that's possible, but his Archer Queen takes out the cannon and then starts taking out a couple of these storages and everything here. Both the golems move towards the inside now, pulled the CC out, and his Barbarian King comes in behind that. Lightning spell goes down just over the Witch here. Unfortunately, his Barbarian King walks right up underneath these loons, so he's going to have to use his ability really soon so that it doesn't die too fast. But takes out the enemy Archer Queen, gets the enemy CC cleaned up. This loon goes down, and this Archer Queen here, as soon as she takes out this Inferno Tower, she's going to move up, take out that air defense, take out that Dark Elixir Drill, but then she also gets a Tesla and that Archer Tower, so really good trade with the Archer Queen there. That's all she's able to do at the end here. She cleans up the podium, but then she dies. Both of his, or all 3 of his hounds have come in on this bottom air defense now, with a couple loons per defensive behind that. Everything is focused on the hounds, which is perfect. These loons are going to move up through the base. The Air Sweeper actually does some work here. You can see it took him a long time to get in and take that air defense out. So this freeze spell comes off before the loons are able to get up to the Inferno Tower, but drops a rage over it, and everything moves up towards the top of the bases here. The rage, excuse me, all of his hounds have died. Luckily, the pups are all on the bottom, already starting to clean up, and these loons are coming in and taking out the last of these defenses. The Wizard Tower and the Expert are going to be no match for this many loons coming at it from different angles. The loons have spread out. A couple per building, which is awesome. It's going to make cleanup go really fast. The pups are also doing their thing up in the middle here. There's one pup trying to solo these buildings at the bottom, but as soon as everything else up here gets cleaned up, everything's going to move down and clean it up, and these pups are going to be able to clean up all these buildings before the loons even get down there. So very good job, S.Tat. All right, and the next attack we're going to look at here today is by Rency versus their number 9. This was his last attack as a Town Hall 9. As of today, he is Town Hall 10. And him and I are going to do the 9.5 route for a little bit. We will make our Inferno Towers eventually, but right now, holding off, getting the offense maxed first. So he drops in his 2 golems on this Archer Tower at the bottom here. It's also going to get all these other towers focused on these golems, and the wizards are going to be able to clean up this big funnel. Archer Queen goes in, and then he drops his 3rd golem in really late with the Barbarian King behind it. That's going to make the golem stay alive for a lot longer, and he's going to be able to tank for his heroes for quite a bit of time. Lightning spell goes down a little bit early. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the witch taken care of, which means his Barbarian King is going to have to do a lot more work and take a lot more beating. Luckily, like I said, he had that golem in there, so it's going to be tanking for a lot longer. He drops 1 hog on this Archer Tower, 2 on this bottom cannon, and then a giant, and a couple more on this very bottom cannon, and then he just keeps working his way in a counterclockwise direction around the base. The Barbarian King takes care of one of the sets of the double giant bombs in the core here, and the way these hogs path across the next double giant bomb location is perfect. Single trips them. Now, as he comes up to the top here, you can see all 4 of the Teslas are in one location here with these bombs, so this could be really bad. Drops in the 2nd heal spell, and this big pack of hogs here actually sits under the double heal spell, and if you don't know, heal spells actually stack. Rage spells don't, but heal spells do, so while the hogs were sitting in both those heal spells at the same time, the Teslas basically couldn't hurt them. They were getting healed right back up to full as soon as they were taking a hit. Hogs split up perfectly all around the base. He's got lots of wizards going around for cleanup. He's got goblins going around for cleanup at the same same time, but the base is going to get destroyed and cleaned up very, very fast. You can see this golem at the bottom here. He's trying to solo this barracks all by himself. He's trying to, you know, finish the raid all by himself, but he's going to sit there hitting that wall forever until the hogs come down to back him up. So very nice job, Rency. All right, and the last attack we're going to look at today is by St. James versus their number 13. These guys had some pretty bad bases, I'm not going to lie, and this was no exception. It's seriously ugly. It looks like it might be difficult to attack at first, but then when you kind of break it down, it's really not. You could easily get the Archer Queen and both these air defenses at the bottom here. With a really cheap trade, 2 golems, a few wizards, and your heroes. And then as far as where the air sweeper points, it's pointing away from the other 2 air defenses, which are going to be left. So it's going to be no issue at all during this raid. He did have a bunch of storages at the bottom there, which was pretty smart, but they were far enough away from any defenses that the wizards would be able to clean them up absolutely no problem and make their way to the inside here. So Archer Queen gets dropped in, already takes out the first air defense here. Barbarian King almost walks the wrong way, but gets pulled into the inside by the Archer Queen, takes her down, and then begins taking out some stuff in the middle. Now, the Clan Castle is on the wrong side of the base here, so instead of luring it, he just decides, just drop his heroes in. Barbarian King dies, obviously, because it took the brunt of the whole CC on it, but the Archer Queen and the Wizards here are able to clean it up no problem and get rid of this Wizard Tower as well. So really good trade with his heroes. Now then he drops in his 2 hounds on this top air defense with a bunch of loons in behind it. He's almost a little bit too efficient on this raid. Could have waited on this rage spell a little bit longer. And then again at the left side here, he drops in the last hound on this air defense, and then a couple loons per defense, only on the air attacking defenses here. You can see he ignored the cannon there. But as these hounds move over here, the loons are moving over as well. Everything's moving towards this air defense, and 2 hounds are left alive at this point. So it's cleanup's always going to be an issue if you have 2 hounds left over. Luckily, this Expo is able to take out one of them right at the end here, but he pops all of these air traps at the same time. For some reason, they were over by the Archer Queen too. I don't know how he planned to have those popped, but yeah, but they actually do a lot of work here. They take out all of these loons that are cleaning up the bottom here, and they're also going to take out a lot of the pups. It could have been really bad here, but as his loons and the other pups are moving over, I mean, it probably would have been too much issue just by time they would have got down, but one trap comes up, pops that last town, easily takes out the traps, and gets all these buildings down. So very nice job, St. James. All right, everybody. Well, there is my war recap for you. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Master Tate signing off, saying think smart, raid smart, and I will see you again next time. Bye.